Hi, take a deep breath. It's me. This is Cindy. This is not yet the Miss World representative, but you know, I needed to look the part. Hello and welcome. Welcome to ChillaxCin. I am your host, Cindy Bosso, and I need you to focus tonight because at some point you may not know who is who during the interview. So, welcome to Chillaxin on a Tuesday night. And this is the part of the show where you grab something to drink, you sit back and you relax, whether you have a cup of tea, a glass of water, or like me, some watermelon drink, with something in it. Oh, Jason, I was listening to you and Ryan, and it seems as if you all are having a difficult time getting people to take part in this discussion about the Constitution. So I want to suggest that the next meeting is called the Constitution Section Band Launch. And let's see, maybe then people will be like, what? I in that. So that's just my 2 cents. You guys are welcome. Please take it seriously. So joining me tonight is, as Jason said, the Trinidad and Tobago representative for the Miss World pageant, Jeanine Brandt. And we're going to talk about, pageants. We're going to talk about vaccination because we chill vaccine. Damn it. Jeanine,
Hi.
does this compare?
It's beautiful. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Stunning.
I just want people to pay close attention because at some point they're not going to
They're
know
gonna
who is
mix us
who.
up. Yeah.
Exactly.
How are they
Exactly.
gonna know?
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Good night, Cindy Ann.
Good night. So we're going to jump straight into it because we don't have a lot of time and we have a lot to cover. I am so excited tonight because I want to ask you, is this something that you've always dreamt about as a child to be a part of a pageant to represent Trinidad and Tobago?
It definitely is. Growing up, I always wanted to represent my country, seeing the shows on television, the hype of it. My whole family would get so excited, and seeing all the girls online on TV. It's really amazing to be able to represent your country, and it's an honor. And I'm so excited and so blessed to be able to do that in Puerto Rico.
I know. I guess at some point you were like, you know what? I want to see if Steve Harvey is going to mess up my win too. At some point, that must have crossed your mind, Janine. Like, all right, let's see if he's going to get it right to announce me as the winner. You must have wanted to. Yeah.
When they called my name, I was in shock. I literally froze for like probably a good 2 minutes. Like I didn't move, and I was like, they just called my name.
Wow. I can imagine. That
Yes,
happened to me today. I had this
really.
on and they called my name and I was like, are you, hi? It was, same thing, very, very similar. Um, so tell me, the theme of the pageant is beauty with a purpose, correct?
Yes,
And
that's
so
correct.
you have formed a Brandt Beauty Foundation,
I
and
have, yeah.
with a purpose, you are saying you are trying to create a culture of capability among women. Tell
Yes.
me, what does that mean to you? What does that mean?
So for me, I reached out to a lot of girls in need in my community, and
Mhm.
a theme with them is they would feel like because of where they come from, they're not going to go anywhere in life. They're just going to repeat the history of their family and not amount to anything. And I disagree with that. Like a lot of them
Right.
had low self-confidence, and I
Mm.
wanted to shift that. I wanted to shift that whole perception that if you come from a certain background, you can't achieve anything. So we did workshops with girls, encouraging them to believe in themselves. We did life mapping, career planning, etiquette training, because that is something that we all need to know. When you
Yes.
go to business interviews, trying to get a job, you need to know not to sit unless you're told to sit. That's something common that even I had to learn growing up and going to job interviews.
Hmm.
Um, So we did a lot of those things with them, and a lot of them now they've said to me, they're like, this really did help my confidence. I feel so much better about myself, and it really creates a nice family for the girls because they get to know each other, they make friends, and they feel like someone is there for them as well. Having people in your corner, having people believe in you, so important, and I believe it really does take you that extra mile.
So fight with fear is something we also spoke about. And I've seen you speak about it on your social media platforms. Tell me, what is fight with fear? What is that? Because to fight with fear, I mean, it takes a lot, eh? Because you're
It does.
fearful already and you're asking me to fight too. You mean you're asking me to dig deep?
Yes,
How
you
are
do
you
ask the
planning to
girls to
accomplish?
dig deep.
Yes, how do you plan to accomplish this goal?
So Fight the Fair is basically a self-defense workshop that we do with the girls. Um, Recently in Trinidad and Tobago, as you know, a lot of women, we had a lot of domestic violent cases. A lot of women were being abused at home
Hmm.
and even kidnapped, raped, murdered. And,
Right.
that was something that caused a whole movement in Trinidad and Tobago. People were protesting, holding candlelight vigils, and I took it
Hmm.
upon myself to reach out to these girls and just educate them. We brought in police officers to speak to them on proper protocol to take when you're leaving your house. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell someone that you're going somewhere. Just be careful. Don't go in unmarked vehicles.
Yes.
And this year, I took it up a notch and we actually did self defense with them. Just in the event that anything happens, God forbid, they know basic techniques as to how to defend themselves and just get away quickly. So that was
Right.
one of the workshops that we focused on this year.
Oh, I like it. Um, I just want to remind those of you who are locked in to please share the live, invite your friends to join us tonight, and follow our pages. Please follow Trinbago Freestyle, follow myself, Movilang, Cindy Ann Boisseau, follow Jeanine Brandt. She has her Instagram and stuff, which we will repeat at the end so we can get people to support you and stuff like that. So we're going to touch a little bit now on a hot topic. And I want us to respect those of you who are listening and who see this event after, to respect each other's views. We're not here to blame anybody. We really just want to talk about vaccination, about the pandemic, because the pageant takes place December 16th in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
How did you feel at any point? Were you like fearful that, oh, this may not even come off or may have to model via Zoom? Was that ever some sort of discussion like, okay, the pageant will have to take place via Zoom? Um, how did how was that for you? Tell me.
There was a lot of uncertainty leading up to even the local pageant because a lot was
Mm,
happening in the country. We had lockdown, and we didn't know. We really didn't know. It
yeah.
extended the whole period actually. Um, the pageant usually in Trinidad is about 3 to 6 months, and we had a whole year of training and preparation to the show. And I think a lot of us were able to benefit from that training as well during that
Imagine.
time. And it worked out for the best in the end. We had the pageant in January this year, the end of January. And yeah, it went out, it went really well. We followed all the protocols, and I was so happy, I was so happy to be able
And
to do a
relieved,
show
a sense of
and not.
relief.
Yeah, because I mean, doing it on Zoom virtually, it's not the same as
No,
participating in a show. We put on a really nice show, a really good performance with dancers, mukajambis.
I
It was
know.
amazing. So I'm really
I
glad it
know.
worked out like
My
that.
friend Lisa Sargent actually designed, I think she did the dresses for you all as well, and they were beautiful. Hi,
So
Lisa, if you're watching this.
beautiful.
Um,
Hi, Lisa.
so
I
you
did
are
a
fully
photo shoot with her
vaccinated.
as well. I'm fully
Oh, nice.
vaccinated. The 2 weeks passed and everything.
So did the
You know,
Miss World pageant mandate that participants get the vaccine, or was it a matter of choice?
No, it is necessary for all of us to be vaccinated to go to Puerto
Mm.
Rico. They did say that we needed to be vaccinated to the show.
And how did you feel? Were you skeptical before you got the vaccine? How did you deal with your fears? Because this is new. This is new for
Yeah.
all of us, and there's so much noise. So I want us to talk to those people who've already gotten the vaccine, who are fully vaccinated, because we have a responsibility as well. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
talk to address those people who are scared, who are skeptical. They're not sure what they should do. And for those who don't want to get the vaccine, we respect their views and we ask that they respect ours as well. We're not here to say, well, you're wrong and I right. There are reasons why we do what we do. And so tell me, for you, how you dealt with your fears and what would you say to people?
So for me, with or without the pageant, I would have gotten vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it is a personal choice for everyone. I'm going to be honest. So when the vaccines came out, I was fearful because it was a very quick procedure. It happened so quickly that these vaccines came out. But I did my research. I trust the medical field. I know a lot of trials were done, and they've approved it. It's WHO approved. And
Right.
for me, I think of my grandmother. I think of my little sister because she can't get vaccinated. My little sister, she's 9,
Right.
and I don't want to spread the virus to her. God forbid I get it. And I'm a very we in my family we love to hug each other. I think that's a common thing in Trinidad. You see a
Yes.
friend, you hug them up. We're all about love and
Yes. Hug and wine. We like to
emotion
give
in
our wine
Trinidad.
and we like to
Yeah.
give our hug. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think about all those things, and I know to get to that stage where we can do that again, it's going to take all of us. It's not just one of us that has to get vaccinated. We all do to achieve herd immunity
Right.
and get back to that Trinidad and Tobago that we love. And when I think
And
about it as well, I know that even if you get COVID, sorry if you were going to say something.
no, no, go ahead. That's fine.
I was going to say, even if you get the virus and you're vaccinated, you're not going to be hospitalized and attached to machines and a ventilator. And I personally don't want to ever experience something like that. That I've
Yeah.
heard the
Yeah.
stories, and I rather take my precautions and do what I can. But at the end of the day, it's not just about me; it's about everyone around us, and that is how I
Right.
look at it. So for those
And so for you
listening,
as well,
it's up to
I
you.
would
But
imagine, sorry, go ahead. Are you hearing me?
I think it's a little delayed. I'm hearing you.
Okay. I'm
I was
saying
gonna
for
say, just for
you,
those who are listening,
I think go ahead. You go ahead.
I think it's delayed. You go ahead.
You
It's
go
okay. I
ahead.
think it's
Go
a little
ahead.
delayed.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say for those listening, do your research, talk to someone who has been vaccinated, but really consider it at the end of the day. Look at the facts, and I hope you make the right decision.
Yeah. Endorsed. Because I know for you, if you opted out of getting the vaccine, this would not be an opportunity for you. You'd have to step down, I imagine.
Well, yes, because it is mandatory that we
Yeah.
all receive a vaccine to travel and go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So, what do you tell people who say that beauty pageants are exploitive?
That is something that I'm very passionate about, that topic. I'm glad you brought that up because for me, I don't believe that. I believe, especially with Miss World, it's all about empowering the delegates that are in the competition. You get so much training involved. And what Miss World is all about is beauty with a purpose. So they
Right.
encourage all of us to really dig deep, find an initiative in your country that you're passionate about, and make a difference, help people. Like that's what it's all about. They don't even have a swimsuit competition. So they're not judging us by our bodies.
They do
It's
not have
what's
a swimsuit
within.
competition, and I am working out here
There you
planning to enter
go.
next year. Excuse me? Go ahead. Okay. Cancel. I'm kidding.
Yeah, they're doing, which is I think fantastic. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
judged by our bodies. I think to me beauty is within, you know.
Yeah.
So I really that is the reason again why I chose Miss World. I love that is the heart and soul of it.
So does your little sister follow you around the house to try and walk like you and talk like you? Is she just as passionate, or is she at the stage where she really just wants to take a bathe in the rain and, run down the street and, you know what I mean? She just doesn't care. What stage is she at?
I think she's a little bit of both. She loves being a kid. She loves to play and have fun. But she also is so confident. Like, I literally think she could do this. Like, she can go up in Miss World as she is right now. Like, she
Oh,
can dance, she can sing. She has so much like charisma. Like, one day I'll bring her on the show and you'll get to meet her. Okay?
okay. So I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to answer as if you are at the competition. All right.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's do this. The representative for Miss World, Trinidad and Tobago, Jeanine Brandt, you are given a superpower. I want you to tell me what that superpower is that you would like to have and what you would do about it and what would be your superhero name.
Oh, my superhero name. My gosh,
Mhm.
that's one I have to think about. I want my superpower though to be to heal others. I think the world is going through so much right now, especially with the pandemic, and to be able to take away that pain mentally, physically, emotionally, that would really be something to be able to help people to that extent. Oh gosh, with my superpower name,
Mhm.
hmm. Maybe you could help me out. What do you think? If it's like to relate with,
Um,
like, I
you
try
are
to
from,
think of super.
where are you from in Trinidad?
I'm from Palm East.
So the Palmese,
Palm East Power.
Palmese healer. The Palmese healer.
Palm
But are
East
you gonna
healer.
heal people with what? With a touch? With something to eat,
Yeah.
like doubles? How are you gonna? Because you have to,
Ooh, I think
some
I
people
think people would love that. Trinis would love
heal.
that. You eat the doubles and it cures everything. I think that
That
is the
should
way
be
to
your
go. That
superpower. So
yeah.
your
Let's
superpower will
make
be the
some good
Bara. Your
doubles.
name will be the Bara. The Bara.
Okay. Yeah. For
Yeah?
sure. I think that could be it. Yeah. I
The
think we're onto
Bara,
some
and you
good.
will just heal everyone when they
With
ingest
Barra.
you. That's it. That's it, Jeanine. You're welcome. Please, when you get
Thank
the
you.
superpower, remember me. Remember me.
I will. I will.
So this is, I want you to take this moment, final words to encourage people or to share with them to alleviate their fears of the vaccination.
So, so for everyone listening, I just want to say personally my experience. I took the vaccine. I had no side effects, and I personally just feel confident knowing that I did that. Think of your family members. Think of all your loved ones, and really just consider it because we really need everyone to get involved to make it, as I said, to the best Trinidad and Tobago we know, to get back to that love, to get back to
Yeah.
that fun, all the fed. So let's do it. Let's work together and let's beat this virus.
Yes. And finally, tell people how they can support you and where they can find you.
Sure. So you can go to my Instagram page, Jeanine Brandt, MWTT on Instagram, or Jeanine Brandt, Miss World Trinidad and Tobago 2021 on Facebook. And you'll be able to find me there and you'll see all that I'm doing with my beauty with a purpose and on my journey.
Jeanine, I want to thank you for joining us. This was a lot of fun. I hope people at this point, they know who is who, because I'm pretty sure they're like, oh my God, which one is Miss World, which is not. I am the host. I am Cindy Ann Boisseau, and you can find me on Instagram at Cindy Ann Boisseau, or you can follow me on Facebook, Movilang Cindy Ann Boisseau. So stay tuned and please continue to stay safe, and see you guys next time. Bye, Jeanine. All the best. I wish you
Thank you so much for
all the best.
having me. Thank
Bye.
you so much. You be safe as well. Bye.
Bye.